Well, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool top of the Premier League table thanks to another clean sheet, another Mo Salah goal. Listen, we've got the best defender in the league, we've got the best striker in the league, we've got the best defence in the league, we've got the best goalkeeper in the league, and we've got a sound midfield. Jurgen Klopp rotating that midfield once again. Fabinho coming in, Jordan Henderson coming into the side today. I think that's now the 10th midfield pairing in 18 games in the Premier League, and that's the engine room of this side, isn't it? And I thought they dominated Wolves midfielders. I didn't think Ruben Neves particularly got into the game, although I like him as a player. I thought that, you know, it was a very, very tough game for Liverpool. It was a very exciting game of football, to be honest with you. I really liked the way that Wolves were trying to press us high. I loved the way that Liverpool was so calm in possession, the fact that Lovren's comfortable, just giving it to Van Dijk, Lovren, Robertson, Milner, and then we're looking to play through the press and get into the midfield. And once we got into that midfield, we were able to play with a little bit of verticality and get forwards and try and start creating chances. I think Liverpool had something like 15 shots during that game, but that's not to say that we had it all our own way. Wolves were creating opportunities as well. Had Arma Traore, couple of chances first half, doesn't actually work Alisson. There's that one where there's a shout for a penalty where Milner kind of stops himself actually. At first, I'll be honest, I thought it was a penalty, but then on slow motion on the replays, I think actually the fella actually runs into Milner more than it's Milner putting his foot through him. But then it was, as I say, it was that midfield. You know, it was Sadio Mane running with the ball at his feet. It was Mo Salah getting in behind. And, you know, that first goal was brilliant because Fabinho had been sitting with Jordan Henderson and he manages to break forwards, gets around the outside and just drills a ball in for Mo Salah to just finish with the outside of his left boot. Such a controlled finish. And then the second goal at a time during the game where I felt Liverpool really needed another goal. I think most Liverpool fans would agree with me there. You know, Mo Salah gets the assist this time, turns provider for Virgil van Dijk, you know, who finishes it like a 20-30 goal a season striker with his wrong foot, his left foot, into the goal, and just brilliant. And brilliant to see Trent Alexander-Arnold in the stands as well. Brilliant to know that he'll have been celebrating that just like all of us were celebrating it. You know, it looked like a good atmosphere. I believe it was their biggest attendance at Molineux since something like 1981. That's how 18 times we've played in the league this season. We've got a ridiculous amount of points. We've stretched the gap to 4 points over Manchester City. They've got Crystal Palace at home over the weekend, and you know, I'd expect them to win that game, but Liverpool are doing what they need to do. It's Friday night football. You've gone and put a side that the other top teams, have struggled against this season. You know, they've beaten Chelsea, they've drawn with Manchester City there, and Liverpool have now played 10 away games in the Premier League compared to 8 home games. You know, we've won 8 of those 10 games away from home, and we've only drawn 2 of them. You know, we're scoring goals away from home, we're not conceding. Again, it's another clean sheet, a big clean sheet for this Liverpool side, because we're killing teams off with the first goal now, and I think teams are starting to think, man, we can't score 2, we're probably not going to win this game, because Liverpool aren't conceding 2 goals in a game very often. You know, it's been a ridiculous, I think it's 21, 22 fixtures, something like that in the Premier League since Liverpool have conceded 2. I think I'm right in saying it's along those lines. So, you know, we've got the confidence in our goalkeeper, in our defence, but we're playing in a way that is allowing our defenders to play well, but we're also still able to get numbers forward, as Fabinho proves by getting the assist, you know. And then Gini Wijnaldum comes into the game. Jurgen Klopp, I thought his decision on the starting 11 was brilliant today. I think it would have been very easy to throw probably Xherdan Shaqiri into the side after his heroics against Manchester United, but he doesn't. He plays Naby Keita, I thought, had a decent first half, looked dangerous, looked like he wanted to get on the score sheet today, found that little half space in between the centre-back and the right-back, and made good use of that space, exactly like Sadio Mane did on the other side. His control let him down at some points, and then I think you're looking at it, Adam Lallana, players like that who were brought into the side, people were probably thinking, why is Adam Lallana coming on here? Well, he was sound, wasn't he? I mean, he didn't have a stellar game. It wasn't like a 9 out of 10 performance from him, but he did what he needed to be. He was part of the team, and the team is brilliant right now. We're top at Christmas. We should just enjoy that. You know, this is the 3rd time in Liverpool, in the Premier League era, where Liverpool have been top at Christmas. This is an incredible Liverpool side going up against an incredible Manchester City side in the title race, but we need to just concentrate on what we're doing, and what we did today was go to Wolves, a very tough place to go to, score 2 goals, didn't concede, and as I say, stretch that gap over to Man City to 4 points. Absolutely superb. Like the video, if you wouldn't mind. I'll get into a couple of little comments and stuff now. Van Dijk equals PFA Player of the Year, says Brian Severe. And that's hard to argue with, isn't it? I think has any player improved the defence as much as one man like Virgil van Dijk has improved this defence? It's probably a little bit harsh to say it's all on him because he does have help there. You know, Alisson coming into this defence as well has really stepped it up. And then the performances of lads like James Milner, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold all doing bits at right back. Andy Robertson is just superb. Nearly helped Wolves to a goal at some point as well, didn't he? But I think you're right, mate. I think Virgil van Dijk is the standout candidate for Premier League Player of the Season so far. Van Dijk is a beast, says Daniel Byrne. Completely agree. 12-foot wall. Do you still want Nabil Fekir in January? Listen, I think Liverpool could do with an attacking midfielder. You know, it'd be nice to have someone like that, but I can't see that Liverpool are going to sign anybody, not unless there's doubts over the defenders that we've got. In the, you know, Joe Gomez takes a bit longer to recover from his injury, or Matip takes a little bit longer. But right now, Dejan Lovren is doing well. Virgil van Dijk, as I say, is an absolute beast, as usual say, is an absolute beast as well. So this Liverpool side should enjoy what they're doing at the moment, but we will not take our foot off the gas because we know what we have to do this season. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV, and I'll be back with player ratings